It's actually a very beautiful day, so let's go ahead and get started real quick. This is the 2021 Cadillac CT4 Premier Luxury. That's what I have on hand right now. You got the Summit White, that's GM's favorite like white color. Jet Black, I'll go to the interior in a second. We got the 2-liter option, 8-speed automatic gearbox. This is the exact MSRP sheet for this car. So everything priced in this vehicle, $38,605. So let's go ahead and just do a quick little walk around of this vehicle. Now, right from the gate, man, I'm gonna say this is a very beautiful car. The CT4 replaces the ATS and the CT5 replaces the CTS. Not for sure exactly why. At the last second, General Motors would just decide just to change the names of the vehicle, but it is what it is. I really do love the signature of the CT4. This is the signature in general of new Cadillacs. I mean, this is actually a very beautiful sedan. Up in the front, I should say. When we come to the rear, I do love the taillights as well. That signature Cadillac. At this angle, it looks pretty good, but there's something that gets thrown off. I'm not for sure what it is, and this is both on the CT4 and the CT5. If I just look at this angle, I mean, I know it's very subjective, but something's just throwing me off. I'm not sure what it is. 350T. Here's another thing that Cadillac, General Motors in particular, likes to do. They'll try something new. I'm recording this in 2021, in December 2021. I'll give it 2 more years until Cadillac's drop this stuff. 350 Newton meters of torque. That's what it is. And right here, I have the key on hand. This is actually GM's new key right here. Not all GM cars are going to have this, but it's in the Cadillacs. And it's actually new key fob for the new C8 Corvette as well. So I really do like this key fob. It has a very nice weight to it. It's not too light like a Nissan or too heavy or bulky. And the design is actually really great. So, and it also does have a remote start. So, all right, locked it. And then you just press the second button twice. It took a quick second for it to start up, but it is what it is. Hopping into the vehicle, the doors are unlocked, but if the doors were locked, all you gotta do is press the button right here to lock the vehicle, which I actually prefer this system much more than just putting your hand behind the door handle, which both works great, but I do prefer this, and I love how GM is still using this. If I wanna check the doors locked, I just keep constantly pulling it and just to verify. I don't wanna, oh, I just unlocked it, but nevertheless, the vehicle is still running, nice and clean. Now, being 6'9", I do love seeing how I fare in small vehicles. I'm a 4-door sedan guy, and if I put my left leg between the brake pedal and the footrest, I have leg room. Obviously, usually I actually take off my shoes and do this type of stuff, but for demonstration purposes, right now, this is how it is. But sadly, for some reason, the gap between the gas pedal and the brake pedal is a little bit too tight. Oh, would you look at that? I didn't even know you could do that. I'm revving up the car. I didn't actually officially started it. I didn't know you could do that. But anyways, go ahead and put my foot on the brake and all the accessories on. Yes, new GM vehicles are telling you before you go pull off that you need to buckle up. So foot is going to be hard on the brake, and I cannot, oh, well, never mind. I think I just caught it lying. I'm not for sure, but usually, yes, when you first start the vehicle, you cannot take it out of park and then put it into drive, but I think I just caught it as a bluff. Anyways, sitting in here, the seat's actually very comfortable. Windows go down automatically. The driver's side and the passenger side goes up automatically. And I keep hammering, it's just not Cadillac or GM in particular, but if a Corolla that costs $18,000 have all the windows go up and down automatically, then so can a Cadillac or any quote-unquote compact luxury sedan. Now, comparing the new CT4 to the previous generation ATS, this is a huge improvement. The steering wheel's an improvement, the design of it, the button feel, the gauge cluster, the infotainment center. The gear lever, I mean, I love the gear lever, how firm it feels. Climate control, just everything compared to the previous generation ATS. And so far, this is GM's bread and butter right here. This is one of the best infotainment centers I've come across currently. But for some odd reason, for the CT4, and I do believe for the CT5, Cadillac decided to put the volume knob and the scroll knob right over here. It's something like the XT5, XT6. The volume knob and the controls were all located around the gear lever. And I wish that was the same case over here. But let's go ahead and check the back seats out real quick. Now, I'm not really expecting to fit back here. This is a compact luxury sedan, so not expecting much. So you put this down, you do expose some cup holders, and you do have air vents back over here. Storage space down over here. Let's just give it a shot. Probably not gonna put my feet in here, but yeah, I'm not gonna bother actually sitting back here because it's really cramped back here. This is gonna be all sedan cars for me, so no one can actually sit behind me. But again, this is not a Cadillac problem. It's just the size of the vehicle. You can fold down the back seats. There you go. So let's go ahead and just rev it up just a little bit and let's listen to that 4-cylinder. Does not sound exciting whatsoever. So let me go ahead and just pop open the hood and let's see what's underneath this bad boy. And what we have here is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. And this sounds familiar just a little bit upon startup, and especially upon cold startup. Let me step back a little bit so you actually can hear me. Upon cold startup, this sounds in the front just like the 2020 GMC Acadia that I reviewed. That's one of the worst 4-cylinders I think I ever heard upon startup. This should not be in a Cadillac the way it sounds. Now, this baby has 429 miles on it. I actually had one that had 3 miles on it, but did a lot of driving. You got your driving modes down over here where it says modes. You just press a little button. You got tour, which I keep it in. You have sport, snow and ice, and that's it. Those are your only options as of right now. Setting off in the CT4. I kind of was hesitant when I saw 8-speed because I was thinking like the old CTS 8-speed automatic gearbox, but this is not the exact same transmission. It's actually quick to respond as well. Turning radius is actually pretty good. And let's just see how it accelerates. Well, I just saw it hit 57 miles an hour. There wasn't much drama at all. It didn't spin its wheels. It kept pulling pretty hard and strong, and I actually liked it. Let's just do a little dig from 25. Foot down. All right, let's go ahead and do another quick little acceleration. And come from a complete stop. I'm actually in sport mode. Go ahead, floor it again. Really peppy. It shifts at 5,000 RPM, but your red line is 6,000, but hey, it is what it is. I actually was really impressed with that. I didn't hear the annoying engine sound. It was mostly the exhaust. And I'm not for sure if the engine sound is actually amplified through the speakers, and I hope it's not. The ride is so much better than the likes of the ATS. There's nothing wrong with owning the ATS, especially the V6 ATS. Having that big V6 and that small tiny car, that is actually pretty fun. I do want to get my hands on the 2.7 liter turbocharge, which General Motors from them designed it for this car, but it ended up in the Silverado as well. I really want to experience that 4-cylinder. 2.7 liters of displacement from a 4-cylinder. That's a Toyota Tacoma engine right there, but it's turbocharged. Handling is really good, and I mean really good. This is pretty similar to the 3 Series, and I'm actually really impressed. The ride is quiet, it's comfortable. I mean really comfortable. The seats are comfortable as well. I've driven like 500 or so miles in this thing, brand new, and I was not uncomfortable at all. Yes, I am a tall fella. The seat cushions is pretty good. I mean, I was really impressed with this car. Really am. At highway speeds, the engine isn't too loud, too noisy. You do hear a little drone from the exhaust, but nothing too explicit, I should say. The 8-speed is great. I did not like the 8-speed automatic that was in the Cadillac CTS. I've driven the V6 variation of it, even the 2-liter. But it was slow and sluggish. I'm happy to report that that is not the case in this one. But I believe the 2.7 liter has a 10-speed automatic gearbox, not this 8. I'm sorry I keep banging on about this. It's such a huge improvement to the ATS, which I can understand why the name changed just a little bit. But I wish Cadillac would have kept it just, just to show improvement. Let's go ahead and do a quick little verdict of this car. Is it worth, as near as make no difference, $40,000? Well, this trim level, they call it the premium luxury. It has no sunroof option. And if I look on the steering wheel, I do not have lane keep assist, which, look, to me, I don't care about lane keep assist, but if I'm gonna spend $40,000, I like lane keep assist. It has 4 collision. It's missing a lot of safety features. The base standard price of the CT4, not the premium luxury, just the luxury, costs $33,000. Now this right here, what you see right here, I have no heated seats for $40,000 car. No heated seats. But the best thing I can say about this car, once again, is that for one, it exists. It's an entry-level, compact, luxury sedan. Hey guys, so I'm not really for sure what happened to my inner review of the 2021 Cadillac CT4, but here I am in the year 2025, and I found this Cadillac CT4 again, and obviously this is a 2024 model year, but I desperately need to end this review, and I really don't want to end the review without me actually giving my final thoughts of it. So I really did enjoy my time with the Cadillac CT4. After looking at it and driving it, going through all the features and stuff like that, I can see why Cadillac actually changed the name from ATS to CT4. Yes, styling is subjective, but I think people just get over it. It'll grow on you just a little bit, just this little weird angle, but it is what it is. And I have to say, Cadillac did an amazing job with this vehicle. The infotainment center, no more that old Q system. This is just fantastic, easy to use, very intuitive. I wish the volume knob and the scroll knob were down over here, just as it is in the SUVs in the Cadillac lineup, the XT4, XT5, and XT6, even the Escalades. Now, what is different from me reviewing this car back in 2021 brand new, for me right now in the year 2025, I do kind of take back just a little bit what I said about the engine. Upon cold startup, now that vehicle was brand new. When it gets to higher mileage, these vehicles, the engine doesn't sound as raspy. Right now the engine is kind of worn up just a tad bit. And it has what, a decent amount of mileage, 18,000 miles, which is still low. Let's hear it. So I got that little cheap little buzzing sound, but at higher mileage, it fades away. Overall, I really was impressed with the handling of this vehicle. The performance of the 2.0 is fine for this size of the vehicle. Love the fit and finish. The gear selector feels nice and firm and premium. This is a really great vehicle, and especially for the used market, if you get this in the low 20s or the mid 20s, this is a nice stiller. So Cadillac's done a really great job with the CT4, but if we need a little bit more from this thing, you can get the 2.7 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which is also found in the likes of the Chevrolet Silverado and other vehicle applications like the GMC Canyon. But nevertheless, this is Omar for Vehicle Height Restrictions. What do you guys think about this vehicle? I liked it. I actually really do like this vehicle a lot. What do you guys think about it? I like it a lot. And once again, this is Omar for Vehicle Height Restrictions. Thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll go ahead and see you guys next time, all right?